Hello there, welcome back to Beauty Bee and to my intro for my project pan for 2023. In the past, I have done like 21 in 2021 or 22 in 2022 style project pans. This time, I think I'm going to shift gears a little bit and try a rolling project 10 pan. So I have my little bin of the first 10 products that I will be working on. If you aren't familiar with a rolling project 10 pan, the idea is that you work on 10 products at any one time. Once you hit your goal on a product, it rolls out and a new product takes its place. Currently, I have 9 makeup items and 1 fragrance pulled. I think I'm probably going to keep a pretty similar ratio throughout the year. Let's get right into the products. Let's start with some things that were actually in my project from last year. So if you didn't see my finale, I guess spoiler alert maybe, I did not meet my goal on my Tarte Park Avenue Princess Bronzer. This is a deluxe sample and I really do like it. I'm just pretty fair. I don't use a whole lot of bronzer. And when I do use bronzer, it's just not a lot of it. So I go through bronzer pretty slowly, but this is a pretty shade. It's a little on the orangey side, but not too much. You can definitely see it in the swatch, but I really don't notice that on my face. I like this a lot and I want to finish it off. And then let's just take another look at where I am in the pan. I have definitely made some really good progress on this, and I think that if I use even half of what I used in 2022, I should be able to finish this in 2023. Product number 2 is another rollover from last year's project pan. This is the Revlon Super Lustrous Lipstick in Sassy Mauve. This is a cream formula, and this should be kind of a gimme. I rolled in a few items that had a lot of progress on and some that I knew would take me a little bit longer just to keep things interesting. I mean, I do want there to be the rolling element. I don't want to just be working on the same 10 products all year, and that's what would happen if I just like rolled in 10 blushes or something. So here is a swatch of that lipstick. This is a really pretty color. I use this both on my lips and I will often use it on my cheeks as well. It is a really pretty cream blush, and I quite like this shade. The Revlon Super Lustrous lipsticks are one of my favorites, and I would really like to use this one up. I have a lot of progress on this. I don't think it should be terribly difficult. In 2022, I was working on this Bare Minerals Gen Nude blush with the intent of hitting pan, and I did that. I actually did that quite a while ago. I think I maybe hit pan back in August or so. But this year, in 2023, I want to work on finishing this. There is a really good dip going on, even in the areas where I don't have pan. Especially on this side of the blush, the product is very thin. It is quite a bit thicker on this side, but I think that I am pretty well set up to finish this in 2023. Let me get you a really good swatch so that you can see the color. I am really impressed with this formula. It's very soft to the touch. There is a little bit of creaminess to it. It's pigmented without being obnoxious or difficult to work with. It's a kind of color that goes with pretty much any look I would do. I like this. It's definitely something that I think will be a joy to work on, which is the kind of product that I want to be working on. I mean, I don't want to hate pan things. That doesn't seem like a good use of my time. The next product is another blush, and this is from Etude. It is their Lovely Cookie Blusher in Lavender Lemon Macaron, which that is so much name for this little blush. Here is what this looks like. It comes with this little powder puff, which is actually great for applying the product. But thought it would be nice to work on this at the same time as I was working on this pink. I thought this might be a little bit better for a cool toned look, and I really do enjoy a purple blush. I just own 2 designated purple blushes and quite a few eyeshadows that I could use as a purple blush if, you know, there was a purple blush emergency. So my goal with this product is going to be to hit pan everything we've talked about previously. My goal is going to be to finish. So here's what this is looking like right now. You can definitely in person see the rings through the product a little bit, and I think on camera you can sort of see that middle ring. Let me get you a swatch of this. This is very softly pigmented. It shows up on me and it shows up as a blush shade on me, but I can definitely see how for people with deeper skin tones, this could be just straight ash on their skin. It looks really bad on camera actually, but in person, I mean, this is deeper than my skin tone and it definitely looks pink. Well, pinky purple. I promise it's there. It's a really nice formula if you are fair and can make it work, but even on me, it does take a little bit of building up. So I think I'll be able to go through this and hit pan relatively quickly. Yeah, so that was the Etude Lovely Cookie Blusher. I actually have one of those in a peach shade as well, which I could also potentially see myself rolling in once I hit pan on the purple. Okay, next up, let's go with an eyeshadow. This is from Tarte. This is the shade Pinup, which is a white. I believe that they describe this as a pearl shade, and I can totally see where they are coming from with that. Let me get you a swatch of this. Actually, I think you can see it pretty well on my hand. It's white, but there's definitely a golden sheen, and you can also see a little bit of pink in it at some angles. Very reminiscent of a pearl. I love this as an inner corner highlight. I think it makes a beautiful brow bone highlight. If I have just gone a little bit darker on the eyes than I was intending, sometimes I'll just swirl my finger in this and pat it over like my entire eyelid except for the outer corner, and it just transforms the shade, makes things a little lighter, a little bit more wearable. I really enjoy it. I have a huge dip going on in this product. I think at some angles it almost looks like I have pan. I don't. There's just a little bump in the product, but my goal is going to be to hit pan, and I cannot imagine that I am very far away from that. I mean, there's an absolute crater in this eyeshadow, but yeah, I'm not there quite yet, so that is going to be my goal. I really hope that I will be able to roll 1 or 2 of these products out in the next update, and I think this is one of the likely candidates for that. So that was Pinup from Tarte. Another product that I think I may be able to use up within the next month is from the Balm. This is the Sparkling Liquid eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Lavender Mimosa. I've actually already had to take the stopper out of this. It is really close to being done. But let me get you a swatch of this. It is a really pretty sheer purple shade. Goodness, if this was the end of a project pan, I feel like I would just say, yeah, it's done, but that's not what we're doing today. It is really pretty. I love a purple look. I find them to be super wearable and almost neutral adjacent. It's like in the same situations where I would usually wear a neutral look, I feel fine wearing a purple look generally. So there really is not much product left in here. I think there's like 4 uses maybe, and I'm going to try to get those 4 uses in the next month. So hopefully we won't talk about this too many times, and it'll just be gone from my collection. Another set of products that I really want to get some good use on are my ColourPop Super Shocks. I have quite the stash of these. I think I'm up to 11 or 12, somewhere in that area. And I only have pan in 2 of them. And I really want to change that. So this is one that I've got quite a bit of use on. This is Flower Child. It is one of their ultra metallics, and this came out in like their sunflower collection. It was like an all matte 9-pan palette. And I have used this quite a bit. You can hit pan in these Super Shocks really easily if you focus in the middle. I really try and not to do that and instead spread my usage out across the entire surface of the pan. Honestly, I doubled that swatch because I just completely lost my train of thought the first time I did it, but it really doesn't look that different doubled up than it did at first. It's a really pretty gold, pretty basic gold shade really, sort of straight down the middle, but I like it. I think it's pretty. This is a shade that I will often like put a little bit of a brighter shade in my crease and over much of my lid, and then use this from the inner corner across the width of my lid, and I find that it transforms the shade that's underneath, makes it a little bit more approachable, and it's, you know, pretty easy, everyday shade to wear. I don't think it should be too hard to hit pan in this. And then I will roll in another Super Shock once I'm done with this. Okay, 2 more lip products, and then we have a fragrance. First up, we have a NARS lip gloss. This is their oil-infused lip tint in Disco Infernal. It is not as scary as it looks in the tube. It looks very, very purple in the tube, but on the lips, it's pretty sheer. There is a little bit of a purple tint to it, but yeah, not nearly as scary as I think it looks in the tube, at least. I have used up 2 of these oil-infused lip tints from NARS. I don't think this is going to be very difficult to use. This is quite a nice formula to put over other lipsticks, and I imagine I'll use it that way quite a bit, as well as just to add a little bit of moisture when I'm at home, maybe after I've taken off my makeup for the day. So I will be working on that. Another lip product that I will be working on is from e.l.f., and this is their Hydrating Core Lip Shine. This is in the shade Ecstatic. I believe that this is the one that is supposedly the dupe for Clinique Black Honey, and I'm so close to being done with this. I really wanted to have this finished for my empties in December 2022, but that clearly didn't happen. So I have kind of a gimme product again to work on in this year's project pan. There is a swatch of that. There is this little hydrating core that's shaped like a heart. Used to be kind of cute, you know, when I hadn't used up 90% of the lipstick. But now it's just kind of annoying because it doesn't wear down at the same rate as the rest of the lipstick does. So there's this kind of hard heart just in the middle of my lip product. Not wild about that. I have used up another one of these Hydrating Core lip shines from e.l.f. in the past. I couldn't tell you what color it was in though. Yeah, I really don't remember what shade it was, but I used another one up. I'm not going to repurchase after I finish this, but I would like to use it completely up. So, you know, once I've managed to apply this 3 times, I guess this will be rolling out of the project. And then the last product that I will be working on is a fragrance. This is Dream Bright from Bath & Body Works. This is a perfume spray. It is a 7 ml size. I have used a little bit of this, but it's kind of hard to tell where you are in these tubes because they have the opaque label, but also I'm pretty close to the top because I really haven't used that much of it. I like this scent quite a bit. It's actually what I was wearing today, so let's apply a little more. It's a nice sort of wintry scent. I think it's like a berry scent. It's pleasant. It's nothing super, super special. I really hate the packaging on this, so I want it gone. To me, this looks like, you know how in the 90s there would be these like sort of off-brand studios that would make just versions of Disney movies essentially, but worse, like Shein Disney movies practically. This looks like it could be the poster for one of those studios films, but like their version of the Polar Express. Do you see it? I see it. Yeah, I think this is really ugly and I want it gone. So I'm gonna work on it because it's a nice product. I just don't want to have this in my collection forever. Okay, so I have my first set of 10 products to work on. I am excited to get going with this project. I think that there's a really good mix of things here. Some things that will be super quick and easy to finish up, some things that will take me a lot longer, some things that are a little more in between, and I think it's going to be a good year for panning. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Please subscribe if you would be interested in following along with this project. I intend on posting monthly updates right around the first of the month, and I'd love to see you in them. Thanks again, and I hope that I see you all next time. Bye, guys!